Today in Crossout, me and two friends decided to try the 3 cars in 1 strategy. Let's get into it. The first step in pulling off this strategy is getting all the cars onto the rig. We don't have any special pieces to be able to do this easier, so this is what we're stuck with. And at this point, I didn't know it then, but my car was a little bit chunky, you know, so it was a bit more difficult to get on. But we ended up getting some kills here as they came for us, and then, you know, sitting around a little bit because the ramp was blown off my side, so I couldn't really get on. And then another person came, we killed them. Another person came and they killed me, and then my friends got them pretty easily, and then one of them fell off and couldn't really get back on, so he just decided he was gonna go find the last remaining person on their base. And then, you know, after waiting around for a little bit, of course, you gotta make sure they're not coming to you. They went ahead, did that. He had an oopsie and fell over. He thought he spotted one of them over there, you know, sitting around. But after a few failed attempts on flipping, they figured out it was just some dead body. So they went over to capture the thing. He hit a rock, and well, as they were over there, they didn't see the guy, and the guy just, you know, I don't know. As you can see, we were a lot more successful on our second attempt. Even though the car was really slow, and they were kind of like, you know, beating us. I didn't start recording till we got all on. And we finally got in range somewhere around here, and then it was just an instant defeat, which is kind of disappointing. So now we're in another game. I'm looking around to find my boy with the big vehicular, and then I pull up and I do it first try, and then I accidentally zoom in here, but then I realize it kind of looks pretty cool. So I mean, look at that. You can't say that's not kind of cool. It looks like a tank, you know what I mean? It does, but I do prefer the outside view for shooting a little bit, you know. Just kind of looks cool. And yet again, we are like actively driving against the vehicle, so that's why there's sparks flying. And but once we see people, we can really get some damage done on them. Like, look at that damage. So we have multiple people. Even though not pictured here, we did end up upgrading our guns a little bit on this, and we are actively working on making the supercar. But I mean, it's pretty devastating when it works. And there were some people back at our base, so we went over to find them, and we found somebody who ran straight into us. We managed to kill, but I don't really know what did it, but something blew up my entire side that I was sitting on, so I just became a ground car from that point on. Well, you know what I mean, like not in the group. So I was more outcast because my whole side was blown off, but nothing you can do there. I got some kills and assists and stuff like that. This little boy sneaked up behind me, and I ended up getting myself flipped over. So I had to call for help, and then I ended up dying. So I mean, oh well, and then my friend died, and then we lost. However, I think it worked well. And now on to our last game. So I did start this one as well when we were on our thing already, and then right off the bat, start with my friend just hitting a pole. But at this point, we've got some better guns, and then one of my friends just fell off, and then we're just getting brutally murdered. I only have one gun now, and then now I'm dead. All because we hit that pole is not going well. So he's the only one left with an actual gun. And I just kinda have wheels. I figured I'll try to go and C9 them, go to their base, let them know in. And I actually make some pretty decent progress, more than I thought I would, until I got flipped over. And then I was just kind of stuck here for a bit. So I saw one of my friends go by. They didn't, and nobody flipped me, but nobody shot me, and then we won.
Are you serious right now?